Oh, yeah, 1 second. There we go. I forgot that I reset my computer for a third time in a row. Hello, chat. Hello, my lovely spores. How are you doing? I like calling you guys spores. It just doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Like, chat comes so much easier to the, you know, to the vocal cords and my friggin' mouth muscles. Chat, spores. I guess spores, like... I was thinking of calling you guys mold or something. But, like, the plural of mold is still just mold. Which also sounds like a little awkward. 300 spins, I have only gotten one from Pity. Oh, that is absolutely tragic, man. Wait, you had to ideality one of the egos after 300 pulls? Shroomies? Shroomies might work. I want to call you guys fruiting bodies, but that's the worst possible, like, name, you know, the worst possible, what's the word, like, you know, when a word has a certain je ne sais quoi, there has to be, like, a adjective for roll off the tongue, like a single word adjective. I don't know, I thought of that. Shroomies isn't bad. Hello, my shroomies. That's not bad at all. That rolls off the tongue very well. Shroomies, Maresalt, give me a good name for my chatters. Mr. Manager. I'm thinking of doing some L'Étranger today. If you guys like Limbus Company, you will surely like L'Étranger by Albert Camus. Bodies is sufficient. Oh, that's not bad at all. My bodies. But that feels almost like too personal. Like we're a hive mind or something. I don't think we're a hive mind. You guys are separate entities. And then, of course, with the spore thing, like I said last time, there's that connotation of, like, you guys are like my offspring, in a way, because of the way the mycelial, like, life cycle works. Alright, I got breakfast. Oh my gosh, it's so much food. There's this quaint little store just down the road. You know, it's one of those, like, mom and pop joints where they, like, prepare the food fresh daily. And it's it's like part convenience grocery store. And the pricing is so good, and the food tastes great, and the quantity of food you get for the price. Like, I can't finish this. Am I really a separate entity, though? It was your influence that made me buy the Mahjong game. And it's you buying that Mahjong game that's gonna get me to play it on Halloween. This OJ's really good. That's really good, OJ. Holy shit. So, yeah, I guess you could say we are definitely in sync, chat. My lovely spores, we are certainly at least in sync. Our wavelengths... The more you continue to watch me, the more our wavelengths will grow deeper and deeper in tune as the spores emitted... the spores being emitted from the fruiting bodies on my head infiltrate your nervous system, and then you'll become one like me. Why did it just get louder? Dude, you can't be serious. I hate Windows. I hate Windows automatically, like, mixing volume and, like, changing the volume mixing when I launch a new application. Why did my browser just get, like, 1.2 times louder when I launched Limbus? What sense does that make? Why does, like Windows, please? Spare me. I'm wearing a headset, man. Spread the shrooms, yes. It's a double-pronged... Whenever I go out looking for mushrooms, swap to Linux. Tempting. It's tempting, but I already... I don't know. That would be change, and I am a person, and I hate I hate changing things. I hate putting effort to making things better. I prefer to wallow in my misery and bed rot and never improve on anything. And I can actually say that with a smile on my face, because I'm not actually, like, that sad today. I can joke about it. It's actually, like, a pretty good morning, chat. I'm not gonna lie, last night, some of the Discord enjoyers may have seen, some things, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I just had a little bit too much, and, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's, like, I just kind of made a mess here and there, which, you know, I'll clean it up. I'll clean up my mess. I'm too stupid for Linux. I doubt it's actually that complicated. I bet I've actually set up a, like, server on a Linux terminal, but I followed a tutorial to do that. So, like, I didn't actually learn the language at all. I just, you know, it was like reading a cookbook recipe, pretty much. But I want to say, like, if I stuck with it, and I kept on doing shit like that, I would pick it up eventually, and it would get pretty easy. Like, I doubt it actually takes that much effort to use Linux. I'm sure there's, like, a very, very slight learning curve, like, at the floor, at ground level, and then you're good. But you know what? Like, I recognize my folly as a human being. Even a learning curve, like, the learning curve is just barely steep. The learning curve appears just barely steep enough for me to not want to try at all. And that's also kind of been the problem with piano and drawing. You know, I can only blame being a full-time student so much. Full-time student and streaming basically as much as humanly possible. It does take a lot of my time up. And then, you know, when I did my math exam yesterday, because I have a math class, I have I have an evening class. I finished the exam, came home, and fucking drank myself silly because I was really sad. But while I was commiserating, I got amazing news. So, like, nothing to be sad about anymore. There's no more wallowing for this streamer. For this Plumbridge. I still kind of have a dirty, like, workspace. And I say that, like, as I'm literally eating here. Hold on. Such a good song. Such a good song, man. Battle against a true hero. Holy moly, this is good. This is tasty. It's rice. Okay. We're gonna finish the event today, chat. Dude, this tastes so good, it's crazy. But I still, like, my appetite still hasn't recovered. I'm not gonna lie. The one thing that hasn't gotten better, like, from me being sick, I don't have much of an appetite still. And I can tell this food tastes so good. And, like, I desire to eat it and taste it very badly. But I just, like, my appetite is not there. So, like, I'm kind of taking, like, small little bird bites, you know, like a rabbit. But we'll get there. Hopefully it won't all get cold before, like, I even start eating. Because sometimes I eat so slowly, like, that basically is what happens. Dude, that OJ is delicious. Okay, let me... You know what? I talk a lot of talk. Let me... Oh, it's so... It's fall off the bone, man. The beef is fall off the bone. It's so good. It's just like melting apart in my to my fork. Oh, you know this is gonna be good. Hold on. It's a little spicy. I hope I'm not making you guys too hungry. Make sure you're eating. I mean, while you're spectating, you can always get a little snack. Oh my gosh, that's spicy. Fuck. The guy at the counter said it wasn't that spicy, man. He didn't realize how white I am. No, it's good though. Okay. Before we begin, I'm gonna show my Discord again. There is a Discord. We have lots of fun there, usually. Most of the time it's just me screaming and people, you know, watching me make myself look stupid, but I mean, that's basically what my stream is too, right? So Like the stream, you like the Discord. Just watch me be an idiot for several hours. I don't think I've ever quite concisely summed up my stream like that as of yet. Like that's good. You know what? That reminds me. Twitter. I'll post there. Come watch me be an idiot for a few hours. https://twitch.tv/morelschwimmer.com. Couple of wise guys. Okay, we're almost ready. I just want to eat more of my food before it gets cold. Sorry, something like went up my nose. One of the like little spice particles. And then you add .com to that? No, I didn't add .com to the end of the link. I'm not still drunk, man. Yeah, I slept it off. I'm sober now. Excuse me. Twitch.tv/morelstreamer.com. No, I just said that to say shit, man. I just said that because I like the sound of my voice. But like unironically, because I didn't do that. What? Excuse me. Fucking spicy, man. Excuse me. Okay. Put that away. We will... I don't want to waste too much time yapping and dicking around. I mean, I managed to start my stream early / on time for the first time in like weeks. And when I do that, we gotta lock in, you know. I gotta become a shroom with a purpose. Because why would I start my stream early and and still not get anything done for the whole stream? I mean, that would just be embarrassing, I think. So, I'm really just trying to like work my mouth through the spiciness, because I'm not gonna voice act as well when my mouth is, you know, a little tingly. Fuck, Amiya. Excuse me. Alright, I think that's as good as it gets. This is the doctor, researcher at Rhodes Island. Nice to meet you. When I, after everything we went through, finally had the chance to meet the doctor of Rhodes Island, I realized that I'd been building a vastly different image of them in my mind, based on the name alone. This is the player character of Arknights, isn't it? This is the Dante of Arknights. I've never played the game, but I've seen like art of this guy, like, and he's like married to some of the characters, but like he won't like hold their hand or kiss them or something. I don't remember. I don't remember what I saw, but he was like yeah, I don't have sex before marriage. And then the Arknights girl was like, I'm literally your wife. Like, he's like, yeah, your point? I don't know. It was a funny drawing. I just don't remember it. It's a very distinct like I don't know if this is like the intent, but he looks like he's just wearing one of those like edgy Assassin's Creed like hoodies that middle schoolers really love. where they, like they fucking like flip their cowl over and they like, oh, like, they pretend they have like hidden blades in their wrists and like start running around like the cool. That's just what the Doctor looks like. I know, but is he actually like wearing a hoodie? Like, Arknights Doctor. Because every single drawing I've seen of him, I just thought like he was wearing a hoodie. Like an Assassin's Creed like edge, Or is it like armor or something? Because looking at this sprite, it looks kind of like armor beneath the cloak. It's a hoodie and helmet, I think. I mean, the hoodie is so... I'm sorry. I'm sorry to, the Arknights heads in the chat. His design is so stupid. And I'm not saying I dislike it. I actually quite like it. But it is stupid. Like, he looks stupid. Not in a bad way, but he looks stupid. Like, I get the intent, okay? I know what they were going for. It's just you can't even like ironically make it look not stupid. I was thinking there were gonna be someone like Yi Song, Faust, or Hohenheim from LCE. Full Metal Alchemist reference. How can I know Renkin Jitsushi? It was either this or hide him from player sight so as not to break player immersion of the self-insert. Different gachas have their ways. I mean, we have Dante, the androgynous, genderless clockhead. I feel like Dante is one of the few gacha like protags that isn't inherently a guy. The Doctor is a guy, I'm pretty sure, right? Like he is a like indicatively male, and so is Sensei in Buruaki, and I don't know. I've never played Nikkei, but I assume the commander is typically male. But maybe you can pick in that one. Nikkei commander. The protagonist, yeah, okay. He's referred to as he on the wiki page. No, that's the fandom. Where's the .wiki.gg? Dante isn't really a self-insert, though. He's something in the middle. I know he's not exactly a self-insert, but you have to remember, in the prologue, it just said you. Before we learned his name, it just said you. He's the stand-in for the player. He is definitively the stand-in for the player. So I know self-insert isn't the right word. I should just say player stand-in. This guy's a player stand-in and he's male. Sensei in Buruaki is a player stand-in and he's male. But I mean, those games are way more like, the cast is more female-leaning. Does it say you or me? I'm almost certain it says you. I can check this after this scene. I'm gonna stop sidetracking because we're gonna get stuff done. But yeah, Buruaki is obviously appealing. When you word it out loud, like of course Sensei is a male, because Buruaki, like the whole it's a full female cast with a male stand-in, like duh. Arknights, I've never played it, but I assume it's closer to Buruaki than it is to Limbus, where like Limbus has a bunch of attractive characters, but that like it ends there. The characters are good looking and they have incredible like alluring personalities, but it's not like who am I gonna marry? I mean, the player, like, I will still do that. Like, I'm still gonna like ask who I'm gonna marry, but it's like the game isn't like goading you into saying it like in a game like Blue Archive or Nikkei. Nikkei where like all the women aren't wearing clothes, pretty much. Like, of course the commander's a guy in that game too, right? Anyways, the Doctor. But the first impression of them was similar to what I felt when I met a K-Core employee. You can't marry the Nikkei. You can't stop me. You can't stop me. I don't know the Nikkei lore, but you can't stop me. I'm going to marry Anise. What was that Twitter post I saw this morning? That man is gooning to a woman from a game he's never played. Yeah, that's me. Kapow. They are weapons. clock. What does this guy sound like? You've played Arknights, right, Ando? What voice do I give him? Does he have a voice in Arknights? Like, I mean, I'm tempted to give him, like, you know, a broody edgelord voice because he's wearing a fucking black hoodie. The clock just ticked. You know, like something like that. I have not played Arknights. Fuck. I'd like it. Wait, is it Arknights or is it Arknights? Because the K is presumed to be part of the word knights, in which the K is silent. It's Thank you. I feel like I'm wrong to say Arknights. Isn't it Wouldn't it theoretically be Arknights? Because like the K is silent in the word knights. I'm inserting a second K that isn't there. It's like saying ATM machine. Like, no, it's just the ATM. Arknights? Where is he okay. The clock just ticked. Whatever. He has his voice now. And this is Dante, a manager at Limbus company. That ticking now was nice to meet you. Okay. Thanks for accompanying me. Honestly, I was pretty worried when we were separated at the border. I should thank you, Anamia, actually. We would have been in a real pickle without her, so... Ellipses. The English title is different from the original Chinese title. What's the Chinese title? How's it pronounced? It's a bit embarrassing to repeat that myself. Dante says that we would have been in a real pickle without Miss Amia. Sorry, the manager bud can't talk human, so don't worry about it. We'll take over the translation. Okay, this is gonna be a doozy. It is incorrect to state that the manager cannot talk human. A more accurate assessment would state that the manager is incapable of accessing sonic means of communication, which includes verbal communication. However, they're able to produce repetition of multiple sounds that may register on a similar scale to the ticking of multiple hands, second hands, minute hands of a clock. Arc of Tomorrow. Well, that sounds way better than Arknights. I don't know, something about the way Marisol put it sounds worse. Don't worry, it's not a difficult task when only a single individual has to be translated. Doctor, let us move on to the next steps of the plan. Okay, but this guy's married to all his, like, Arknights' wives, right? So you can't marry the Nikkeis because, dumb. This guy, he has, like, every character is his wife, and in Blue Archive, all the students are married to Sensei, or whatever. At some point, they also plan to call it Arknights, by the way. I like that better than Arknights 2, actually. Oh, I know Sensei isn't married to all the friggin' students in Blue Archive. I've played Blue Archive. I've played, like, the first chapter. I've played, like, the prologue. I don't think I could stream that game. Not because, like, I don't want to stream video games with, like, you know, scantily clad women, but I just don't find the gameplay riveting enough. I mean, the Limbus gameplay is... I wouldn't call it enthralling, but, you know, it has certain quirks that made me grow fond of it very quickly. Blue Archive, like, the gameplay is serviceable, but I feel like it would get repetitive so fast. And honestly, Limbus combat has gotten pretty repetitive, but, like, I'm so sucked into the game that it doesn't matter anymore. So maybe when I finish Limbus, and I finish Lobotomy Core, and I finish Ruina, and we have no gachas to play, I'll fucking find something else. But, I mean, Limbus isn't gonna finish for a while. It's not a complete game, so. Next steps. Thanks to Limbus Company's efforts, we obtained the exact coordinates of the vessel Massas, and managed to capture the decks with ease. However, Fabius, who's suspected to be a bishop of the deep, and his followers have barricaded themselves inside the bridge's control room. In Snowbreak, you actually can marry the girls. I cannot believe you can't marry the Nikkeis. I've never played Nikkei, but that is, like, that's such a crime. Such a crime, man. It's not gonna stop me from commissioning my favorite artist drawing a niece on a cute picnic dinner date with me. You can't stop me. I have money in the form of government neat bucks, and I'm going to throw it at my favorite artists all the time. Because I don't spend my money on anything else. I'm not trying to imply I have a lot of money. I'm actually like rather destitute, for lack of a better word, but I just spend so little because I leave my room so often. I mean, the most money I've spent in the last month was on my books. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting books delivered on Amazon. My desk is kind of fucking... It's too messy. I have a soft-cover book there on my desk right now, and I just realized, like, there's some sticky... Probably alcohol, if I had to guess, on my desk. I don't think I spilled anything, but there's something there. Like, I don't know, condensation? Something like that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I'm going to throw $1 trillion gorillion at artists to draw me and Anise on a... I was joking when I said that, but that actually would be a good commission for someone. Morel, Schumer, and Anise on a picnic on a beautiful grassy hill at, like, the park or something. Thoughts? His writing is this fire? Thank you. The Nikkei lore is basically that they are android cyborg fighters that are supposed to save the world by defeating the monsters. As such, they are humanity's goddesses of victory. Oh, and I'm gonna go on a beach day with Eleg. Because everyone's posting that Eleg bikini skin all the time. And, I'm quite fond of that character. I'm quite fond of, as you might imagine, characters with, their hair covering their eyes. Big weakness of mine. Very big weakness of mine. You know, for reasons unstated, but yeah, I like Eleg. That man is gooning to women of a game from a game he's never played. Sorry, I fucking butchered that. And it's not even the first time I've said it. While it may seem as they're hiding, I believe they're trying to bait us. As in, they're waiting for us to enter the bridge before summoning reinforcements from somewhere else to trap us in a pincer attack. Oh, let's just starve them out. Something like that. The elsewhere is most likely to be the sea, as their reinforcements are probably more sea terrors. Fabius is... Dude! I actually have played Nikkei, and it has my favorite voice actor in it. I did not know that I did work for Nikkei already. I must have been really drunk. Just kidding, just kidding. I'm getting there, though, right? You know, it's a work in progress. Voice acting's a learned skill. I know I'm not the best at it. Yeah, we gotta read some L'Étranger today after Limbus Company. I could stream Nikkei. You actually are allowed to stream that game. Someone else I'm following was streaming Nikkei the other day, like two or 3 days ago. Fabius is a seaborn, and the ocean will answer to the call of their kind. Limbus Company and Irene will head to the bridge. Is it mean to say that you will never displace my favorite VA? No. No, it's not mean. I mean, it hurts my feelings a little, but no. That's a very reasonable thing to say. When I said getting there, I mean, like, at least moving up in the ranks. You know, like climbing the ladder. In the meantime, Calcit and the other operators will remain on standby, and the ship's exterior at the pre-designated location. I like to avoid getting surrounded by sea terrors before we manage to take down the Church of the Deep within the bridge. I've already mentioned her before, Ri Takahashi. This must have been a while ago because I don't remember that. Ri Takahashi. Oh my gosh, the link to her Wikipedia page is purple. I've clicked on it before. He wasn't lying. What did she voice in? Rent a Girlfriend, Witchy Pretty Cure, Fate Grand Order, ReZero. The Megaman voice actor in Konosuba. Wow. I do like Megaman. Hasn't watched the anime award. Hasn't read the manga award. Excuse me. I observed several entry points leading straight to the bridge while we were working on repairing the vessel. Your force doesn't seem numerous enough to close off all of them. It's true that there are many entry points here. But we don't need forces guarding every single one of them, especially here. The hallway is narrow, long, and straight, so... Makes sense to me. How about here? Are you sure you're not overly focusing your forces to a single checkpoint? Dude, my Otis impression is getting better and better every time I speak for her, I'm not gonna lie. No, you know, marginally, but it is getting better. Let's see, but on closer look... The commanding officer Otis is finally in her environment. Got any questions, Manager Bud? I have no idea what they're talking about, if I'm being honest. This is tower defense speak. Dude, Arknights is a tower. Dude, what if they made a Bloons tower defense gacha? Yo, the Bloons story mode goes crazy. I love Bloons, I'm not gonna lie. Bloons is a game I'd like to stream one day. Sorry. I get in a mood. I get in acapella moods, okay? Don't judge me too hard. Really? I saw you commanding the Sinners earlier. You seem pretty adept at giving orders and making strategic decisions. That's just monkey Arknights. Indeed, they seem quite. I mean, that was the idea when I brought it up. Yeah. Indeed, they seem. And you know, you'd be downgrading because you would lose the anime girl, but you'd be upgrading because you'd be gaining balloons. So like, it's almost a side grade. I mean, strictly, I do like balloons, but like, I'm not such a balloons head that I'm gonna be like, yeah, the monkeys are better than anime girls. Like, that's not true. Like, nothing. Like, there's very little that's better than a game with anime girls in it. Like, by default. By default, anime girls will strictly improve your game more than just about anything. But it's almost a side grade. It's not like a full downgrade. I think the game could work. Tower... Dude, I have got to try out Arknights. Alicia streams Arknights sometimes, right? Need to freaking tune into one of those. Agreed. That particular aspect of strategizing is not one of Manager Dante's obligations. And even if there is a chance for them to engage in such elements, it may be too early to do so. So this... She wouldn't say that. She's Chinese. It is. At least that is what Faust has judged. What are they on about? I was about to ask that myself. I don't know. I have no idea. Having finished... Dude, Otis is a Bloons tower defense player. She just gained more wife points in my book, I'm not gonna lie. Having finished her discussion with the doctor over the plan, Otis returned wearing a grim look. Ah, is there something wrong with the plan? No, there isn't anything wrong with the plan. Hello, Shroomy Goblin. It's Mycelium Strobe. I expected a certain degree of competency, but they were impressive. Far beyond my expectations. Alright, I lost it. I lost the Otis impression. I can't glaze myself when it wasn't good. Really? That good, huh? Even when I think back to my days on the line of duty, I can't think of too many like them. How you doing, Shroomy Goblin? Right, so they're dependable. Good enough for me. If your strategizing's done, let's get cracking. What of you, Miss Mares? If it is too much to face what awaits, then you need not follow us. I decided to stay here anyway. Not too bad, thanks. Hope you are well. I am doing pretty well today, thank you. It's a good morning. It's a Wednesday morning. I'm blessed to be alive and breathing. Have some classes later, one of which I actually enjoy. I actually have an exam on Wednesday next week. Next week today. But yeah, it's fine. Like, I can study over the weekend for it, and like, I actually find like it's not like I'm cramming, which is harder in Mirror Dungeons. Repressed Wrath or Devoured Gluttony? Repressed Wrath, I think. Devoured Gluttony is pretty easy. I don't remember like which enemies you fight exactly, but I think Gluttony is the one where you fight like the pixie fairy guys, and that fight is very, very difficult to fuck up. Repressed Wrath, I think you might get like the moth, or I think even Bamboo-Headed Kim is in Repressed Wrath. It's not a pleasant area, I'm not gonna lie. It's not like Bamboo-Hatted Kim is that difficult, but like he the first time I saw him, he jump scared me and he stonewalled. I literally could not beat him after like 5 attempts, so I just had to I had to shit can the mirror dungeon at like 97% and lose out on like 25 lunacy. The doctor's going to update you in real time on where the safe zones are, so please keep that communicator close to you. Is that why we have to kill so many fucking like things of the deep, by the way, or whatever they're called? Like, is the event trying to convey the idea that the games are so different? Like, because in a tower defense, 50 enemies is like nothing. 50 enemies is one single wave. In this game, 50 enemies took me like an hour to beat. Like, that's probably it? Yeah, that's probably it. That's why we had to fight fucking 50 of them. Because we're like a manual hand-to-hand combat fighting squad in a tower defense world. Like, this is Arknights' world. We're just living in it right now. We don't have the power here. Is there something you'd like for us to do? No, it's nothing. If there's something you want to tell him, contact us through the communicator at any time. We're going to find a way to resolve this as peacefully as we can. But if the negotiations break down... Dude, he's like devolving into like Duke Nukem. Yeah, I know what you mean, Doctor. I saw a lot of people noticing connections between how the ego skills function and how the Arknights units function too. I've never played Arknights, so I wouldn't know. Be safe, everyone. Leaving Mayors behind with her unfinished sentence. We followed the roads. Oh, fuck, the sun. It's that time of day where the sun is shining really brightly into my room. I'm gonna... it's not like I'm a vampire recluse. I actually have quite a tan. I have quite a skin tan now from all my biking in the sun these last couple months, but it's just so bright at this specific angle. It's like amplified by my window, I think. We followed the Roros Island team into the bridge. The bridge was as gaudily decorated as ever. Habius, flanked by hooded followers and sea terrors, greeted us with a kindly smile. Welcome. I truly did appreciate thy kindness. Wherefore didst thou seek to harm us? Your suspicions are certainly justified, but I implore you to think back. You truly believe that we had sought to harm you then? How would you explain that one peaceful night you had spent in Faro Muerto? We have never wished you any harm. We did not then, and we do not now. Well, been a day after you folks stabbed us in the back like cowards. You want us to believe that? Our wish has always been the same. We only wish to extend the freedom to roam the seas to those with capable, kind-hearted souls. Mate, we know you were just trying to turn us into sea monsters of some kind. Sorry, I ran out of breath for that line. Let me try it again. Mate, we know you were just trying to turn us into sea monsters of some kind. Monster is only a name. The essence of its being changes not, regardless of the label given to it. Become one with the sea, become one with the endless cycle of life, and one day your misunderstandings will end, and you will come to understand us. Ellipses from the brooding Edge Master. I can't believe... I know I said this last stream on Monday. I can't believe I'm at 101 followers, man. Dude, it's 101. I was at 100 when I got another follower off stream. When I went to make my, thank you post. And, a bit of, my event. I kind of mixed... I don't know, maybe it's, like, morally bankrupt in hindsight to mix your thank you post with a venting post. I don't know. I just wasn't in a good mood, okay? So, like... On the contrary, it might be argued that there's no better time than to elaborate and expound on my feelings than when I'm thanking my viewers for, their loyalty and their company and their companionship, which has gone a very long way towards my mental state, I gotta say. Like I said in the post. Did you read it, Endo? I got a lot of likes for my Foomfies, but I didn't notice a Down as Endo liking the thank you post. I did read it. You never like my posts, Wilted Rose. I did not like it. Wilted Rose emoji. Looks like this fight between us It's gonna be... It was in like 5 parts. Yeah, I didn't mean to make it that long. My bad. I pulled out the identity cards the moment I saw Fabius raising his hand. The doctors seem to have finished their preparations as well, as they and Amiya stood opposite Fabius. Incoming! Get ready, everyone! Let's stop them here for good, no matter how long it takes. I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of bubblegum. Also, my Twitter account isn't called down as Ando anyway. I figured that was probably the case. Their strategic formation prioritized reducing sacrifices to the absolute minimum. Their command sought to protect, sought to defend, and their forces were quick to follow them. Rhodos Island's operation was certainly impressive, but that's not exactly our style. All I can do is put my faith in the sinners and push them onward. Our style is... trust me to bring you back, no matter how many times they cut you down. Let's wipe them out. Hell yeah, Dante. Some words of inspiration before the big fight. My food is still warm. I'm gonna...
아니야. 마이너 아르카나 정도겠지? 조심해. 마이너라고 해도 생각보다 강할 수 있으니까. 내가 응원해줄게.
My Pikachu... Oh, Pikachu's playing, man. I will go like it now, hell yeah. I was gonna ask you if you didn't like it as in you didn't physically like the post with the like button, or you didn't like it as in you didn't appreciate the sentiment. Two very different I can win rate this, right?
타겟 포착 1시 반.
I think I can win rate this fight.
사선 비었어요.
I'll work on my food while, you know, they're brawling.
훌륭하군요. 제압 효과가 굉장히 좋았어. 기록적인 피해량인 것 같다.
It's so spicy, man. It's so spicy. OJ isn't. There's no anti-capsin in OJ. I need milk. It's not actually that spicy. It is. It is just spicy enough to be slightly unpleasant for me. Ever so slightly. The rice is good though.
뭐야 이 수치는? 아까 어떤 직원이 제압 개체에 한 번에 입힌 피해량이야. 잠깐. 진짜? 왜 부서팀장을 안 달아줬지?
Fascinante. Let's do a little evasion for that absolute pride res. Absolute grandstanding pride resonance. It's so much food, man. Mom and pop joints are really fucking just like solo everything, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. Might be a hot take, but mom and pop joints are quite the pleasant experience. At least they can be. It's insane. I close my blinds to nothing but a crack. And it's still so gosh darn bright in this room. It's so bright.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Oh, let me just close them all the way. Hold on. I got some blackout curtains. It goes a long way. basically trick myself into thinking it's nighttime at 11 in the morning.
공로 지원한다.
있잖아. 사실 마법 소녀들은 항상 인력난에 시달리거든. 너희만 괜찮다면
Oh,
혹시
what the hell?
우리를 도와서 아니야. 그건 선택의 순간이 필요하니까.
Uh-oh.
내가 정할 순 없겠네.
Okay, well, best of luck.
아쉽다. 그치?
Attack weight 3 indiscriminate.
죄인인가?
I was not looking.
무용하군요. 이제 깨우치시게.
Okay, now it's too dark. It's too dark. I need to see my food so I don't like miss my mouth or some stupid shit.
안내해야 할 고통.
Excuse me.
이런.
Okay. It only hit one of our centers. We'll be fine.
길고 긴 어둠에서 올라와 긴 문과 함께 지키겠다는 너의 바다로.
Sorry, I've never seen this ego before.
때가 되면
괜찮아.
Holy shit, Roger's alive.
공간이 뒤흔들리고.
사대는 여기까지.
공격을.
She's staggered and she would have corroded as well, but she's alive.
아니야. 다시 힘내서 가보자.
Would she have corroded? No, I don't have any egos for her yet. Dude, I don't have any fucking dodge on egos. How is that possible? How is that possible, actually?
타겟 포착.
I have like 300 hours. Do you want to know how much time Steam says I have in Limbus Company now since I started streaming in like just Shard one? Yeah, I have a lot of resources. So I guess it is very literally for lack of trying. Steam says that I have 230 hours in Limbus Company. Now, even with a gross like estimate of how many of those hours are AFK hours, I think I'd be willing to safely say that I probably have triple digit hours in this game by this point. And I still have complete hobo team comps.
어머해줘.
여긴 맡겨주세요.
I have like 70 modules again. I can just skip a fuck ton of like excavations to upgrade a lot of my IDs, I think. I want to say. Oh yeah, my fucking sinners are falling like flies, man. They're dropping like flies. What the hell? All my shit sinners, at least.
어머해줘.
여긴 맡겨주세요.
손을 써뒀나? 주의 깊게
What the fuck just happened? Why did no one attack?
쌀이 떨칠 맛은
Oh
나는
shit.
모양이다.
Right, this thing. My bad. Why didn't no one attack? Oops. I wonder how long the thing's been activated for. No.
다음 목표로.
이제 깨우치시게. 지키기 위해서 나도 지킬 게 많거든.
제압이 잘 진행되고 있어.
She didn't say
이대로면
this.
큰 손실이 일어나기 전에 모든 게 안정화될 거야.
Okay, win rating fucking 20 sinners and a 1 8 HP cultist. Like a boss. Eat spicy goodness like a boss.
나도 지킬
The
게
Wendy's
많거든.
spicy baconator is attracting all kinds of customers. Even the memer. Wait, that's not it? Uh-oh. Okay, here comes the actual fight. I still have my silver bullet. I think I can just use it on him right now. Gain 50 shield? Yeah, fuck you. Fuck you. We're freaking killing you, man. Actually, maybe I should just take out one of these guys, now that I think about it. Because they have that passive where they, heal sanity for each surviving ally. Yeah, let's gun down the little guys first. Now that I think about it, you know, with a little more depth, there is a better course of action here. Neutral, you say? Oh yeah, that stage, I'm stuck on it. Dude, it's hard. I've lost a lot of sinners already. I wasn't paying attention. I thought I could win rate this.
점만 노린다.
This, I can only assume this is the second bastard. Stuck?
깔끔한
What do you mean
헤드샷.
stuck? Dude, this stage has hands. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, really, I just wasn't paying attention, and my friggin' Oroja, not my Oroja, my Ishmael corroded. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Dude, it's a rough stage. I'm not kidding. Cell injection. Oh! I haven't heard of anyone stuck on this stage. Dude, it might get me, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty close for me. Yeah, take out all the little guys first. All the friggin' stupid ass little guys. Dodge him. Dodge, go there. Go there. Dude, fucking Grigor died! My priest! What the heck? I just noticed my fucking priest died. This cannot be. This cannot be. Sea Terror Assimilation. Okay, so as long as they win the clash, it doesn't do anything. We're good.
타겟 포착.
If you made it past the knight, there's no reason to be stuck here. Oh yeah, the knight was pretty hard, I guess. I mean, not for me. I'm sure he's more difficult on hard mode, but that move that everyone was telling me was super scary did literally no damage. And I will stand by this. It did nothing. He just we just stood there and stared at each other until he died.
시야 확보. 쏜다.
Alright. You are without ally, Fabius. You are without compatriot and comrades. Comrades. All the fights are easy on easy mode. Shut up.
침묵하라.
봐, 어렵지 않지?
Dude, there's
이
more.
관찰 기록이 있는 유형대로만 공격하면 되잖아.
관찰
what
기록을
does he
잘
do?
읽은 것 같네.
He also heals. Yeah, we need to kill the little guys. It's like priority numero uno. Skill 1. 2. Does he need to reload? He does need to reload after this. Just reload right now. No, he can't reload because he has 1 ammo. Okay. He's using the skill 3 either ways. I gotta lock in. I gotta lock in at least a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Shishige. Okay, the sun, the sun is more or less passed from the really, really bright glare angle. It only took 20 minutes. They even made a difficulty adjustment that nerfed both the knight and the final boss only on easy mode because it's supposed to be easy on easy mode. I don't think I'm gonna do hard mode, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it kinda got me fucked up.
그 삶의 마침표를.
I do not feel fit for the gulp. That's what I'm saying, man. Okay. The sun has not passed, it was just a cloud. Holy shit. An active what's the word? A dynamic battlefield. It's peak. Okay, fastest guy hits the temple thing. You go here with your skill 3, just one-shot him. You kill the staggered guy together. You frickin' use your tank move. I don't know. You go here. And you just... Yeah, you clash. Oh, and we have absolute pride res on all our skill 3s. It's so good. Is 88 poise right now. That was pretty big. Maybe I could have just gunned him down or something, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah, I could have killed him with Regia there. Oops.
다음 목표로
Killed the big guy. I too am in this fight. Holy shit, do they ever stop coming? Am I like wasting my moves? Like honestly? Am I wasting my moves? And Cormersal is so bad he's good. I too am in this fight. He's certainly at least half of that statement is true. At least. Dude, I have no gluttony at all for the ego. Who else had the ego? Good Igor, but he's dead. And Ishmael, and she's dead. Ay, ay, ay. You know what? We'll just use fucking Chains of Others on Fabian, because that shit's fucking broken. And Chains of Others is so unfair, it's crazy. He sucks so bad that you can use him to minimum turn fights against poorly clashing enemies. Okay, fair point. You can make both him and the enemy clash at 0 to bleed any enemy to death. Oh my gosh, wait, true. Oh fuck. Honglu needs a reload. I did not like grasp just how broken this ego is when I was playing this game for the first time and spamming it. Fucking Flinko, if you're still stuck on Cromer, by the way, I beat her by just spamming Chains of Others on her. Straight up. I just used Chains of Others every single turn until she died. And like, I mean, she had 1 speed every turn or some shit and like no attack power. I'm not. Okay, if you're stuck on any boss, dude, just spam Chains of Others. Like, spam this disgusting ego. It's so dumb. Oh, fuck. What just happened? Whatever. He's still gonna die. Shishigen. What's so good about it? The debuff is, like, overwhelmingly powerful, and then it's, like, quote-unquote balanced out by the fact that Marisol also like debuffs himself, but you have a crew of 7 people. Like if you have one guy on basically like disabling the boss duty, I mean you just win. Like you just win on the spot. Look at him go. It slows and weakens enemies the following turn. Yeah, and you can just fucking like spam it so that they're permanently at 1 speed on all their moves. And speed is an incredibly important stat, and permanently at like -5 attack power. Attack skill final power -4, dude. Like, are you kidding? And yeah, he's just at 1 speed, so I can clash with him any single way I want with my whole crew. And like I said, like I was spamming this on Cromer in Kanto 3 like months ago at this point, and it did not register for me at all just how far that took me, that fight, because it took me fucking far as fuck. Let's get her to 3 tier sharpen to finish this fight off, if it's not already done at least. And some Marisolts are powerful enough to overcome the debuff and still win clashes. Lamau.
목표로
I'm guessing like thumb Marisol probably.
훌륭하군요.
I don't know what other Marisol IDs there are that are like good other than
숨은
Capo.
것들이 옥죄어 온다.
It's called Capo, right? Like he's like an Italian mob boss. Or that's what the thumb basically like. The thumb is the mafia of the city, so to speak.
제압이 잘 진행되고 있어.
The debuff gets smaller if you uptie the ego too. Of course it does. Well, he's staggered and panicked. Kill him, Raja.
없는 건 좋네.
Everyone else just kind of hang out and watch her do her thing. Yeah. Everyone else just kind of hang out. Raja's got this. I'm like absolutely certain.
참여하게 될
지키기 위해서.
That's not even her skill 3, man.
이제야 회사가 정상으로
Alright.
돌아갔네.
Such a good battle theme, by the way. I love that track.
너희들도 고생
The
많았어.
Arknights like score might be Zanger. They're pretty persistent. Fabius flees again using sea terrors and his followers as a meat shields. Wait, no, I see it now. It's not Fabius who's putting them in harm's way to save himself. The sea terrors and the cultists are throwing themselves in our way, entirely willing to sacrifice their lives to ensure that Fabius gets away. But for all that, the only place left for him to flee on the ship, wounded and cornered by the sinners in Irene's lamplight. Good night, Irene. Where's the decks? Where are the decks? Excuse you, Dante. I really want to meet the boss of the thumb, the Capo dei Capi. Nowhere left to run, Fabius. I understand you can't help but continue to thrash and struggle to live, even knowing that there's no hope. And cockroach behavior. But running will only make your pain worse. That's different. Abby didn't run to live. A voice echoes from under the dark sky. Mayors? Of course. We should have killed her when we had the chance. Mayors appearing quite different from how she did a moment ago. She approaches Fabius slowly, her expression solemn and mournful. She looks down at him wordlessly. I told you that your methods won't win their understanding, Fabi. Yep, we should have fucking killed her, man. What a shame. I thought those with such wisdom and aptitude would. I hoped you would still be able to realize your ideal here, even after I'd left. Say that again. It will be realized. Fabius may die here, but we... Now it is time. Devour me. What Fabius blurted out threw us off once again, even before we regained our footing from the shock of realizing Mayers' true allegiance. Yeah, what a surprise, dude. To no one's shock, Mayers was also a deep one, or whatever. Eat people? Oh, looks like they're about to give us a live demonstration of some gourmet art. I heard it's a pretty common thing in the District 23 backstreets, but I'd rather not see it in person. Hey, I think I'm just gonna look away. That's okay, right? Doctor, weaker Seaborns willingly let themselves be devoured by stronger ones, thereby sharing their experiences and nutrients with them. This is a commonly shared practice among them. Least evil child in the city, or I guess in Iberia. Yeah. Least evil Spanish child. There. It is but a behavior that prioritizes survival over all else. This isn't done in any sense of sacrifice. The time is here. Devour me. Set sail toward your ideal. Sorry, Fabi. I've still got some canned food left for me on this ship, and I think I'll delay becoming a Seaborn for a little while. Why? Found a new destination. I'll gain a new power from there and then become a Seaborn, so now is not yet the time. That is your will, O Bishop. Don't worry. Your flesh will fatten the bloodkin of the sea. Mayors waves her hand and the sea terrors climb up to the vessel from the ship and begin tearing Fabius pieces. Despite the way it looked, Fabius looked exhilarated. There's a typo there. Exhilarated. Nary a look of suffering or pain wrinkling his face as they ripped his flesh apart. We turned away from this scene that could not be described as anything else other than cannibalism to look at Mayors. Excuse me. What is happening? Wherefore did young Mayors... It wasn't Fabius. Mayers was Bishop of the Deep. Alright, do we kill her now, or what? Can we kill her, please, please?
예전보다 많이 나아진 것 같다. 나도.
We're almost done, chat. Holy
그
shit.
환상체 이제 가호를 내려준 아이가 없어졌지?
They've played us. They've played us. Don't despair. We still have the upper hand. We defeated Fabius and his cultists already. And even if they were to summon more sea terrors, we would be able to handle them without much trouble. Hey, I very recently learned that this character is not AE, it is Ash. The character is Ash. And I learned this by accident. I wasn't like looking the information out, but someone I follow on Twitter posted like a middle old English like lexicon dictionary, so to speak. What did he post? I guess it's still pronounced A, but the letter itself is called Ash. E. It's called Ash, but okay, maybe I was pronouncing it right. I didn't look at the chart very closely. Old English to denote a vowel sound similar to the modern short A in words like cat. So like eh. Like ash. Okay. Okay. Hey, Egir. I guess I'll keep on pronouncing it how I always did. Just what were you thinking the entire time as you deceived us? I had a feeling I knew what she was going to say to that. She was either going to say that it was for our sake that it wasn't a deception at all, or maybe she'll give us one final gloating. But her reply, the words of which were carefully selected after gazing out at the far ocean, was not one any of us could have expected. I'm sorry. I thought this would be the better way to approach you, but I see how it can come across as nothing more than deception. The Inquisitor is, like, more vindicated than ever, by the way. I'd be fucking, like, I'd be like, yes, dude, like, the supreme level, like, you know, the supreme level of I told you so in the Vindicator's heart right now. Not the Vindicator, the, Inquisitor's heart. You're sorry? Why? Dante wants to know why you're sorry. Oh. Well, that's because I did something wrong. Wait, hold on. You've been deceiving us all along, Mayers, and now you're gonna... Ellipses. Oi, what exactly are you after? You're after the same thing that geezer was, ain't that right? Turn us into your bloodkins. Fuck me. That is not Heathless voice. That was all for our sake, given all kinds of ridiculous excuses to turn us into one of those monsters. I do hope that you would all one day accept becoming Seaborns. But I'm not about to demand that you let yourselves be transformed today, right here and now. I understand that we all need some time to mentally prepare ourselves. May I understand your statement to be implying that you will not be forcing this upon us, should we refuse? That's correct. It'd be against manners to do what Fabius did, shoving sea terror cells inside your body out of nowhere. Manners, huh? Well, I was taken aback by the fact that Mayers was a bishop of the deep. It was also true that Mayers had never tried to bring us harm, unlike Fabius, who attacked the sinners directly. Hi, how are you? I'm doing just lovely. How are you, Flowerheart? How's your Wednesday going? Well, she did almost get us in big trouble with Irene while explaining things to us. It's also true that Mayers has been extremely helpful so far. It was her who led us to the lighthouse, And it was her who stayed in that crumbling lighthouse until the repairs were done as the terrifying night continued to assail its walls. What was your actual relationship to Fabius, anyway? I'm Good found a beautiful art of Yuri between Red Mist and Voice of Distortion. Red Mist. What are those? Are those like lobotomy core? Red Mist. I typed it in my search engine and it brought up Red Mist Squidward. Riveting. Red Mist is from Lobotomy Core and Ruina. The two games I have not played yet. But we're close. We're so close. I mean, we're on Kanto 7, chat. Once I'm done with Kanto 7, Kanto 8, and the intervalos in between and after, I'll be ready to play some Ruina and Lobcore. Real. Just someone who also once strove to realize the visions of our ideal worlds. Our goals once converged, but not now. Don also mentioned the Red Mist when telling stories to mayors. Did Don Quixote didn't info dumped enough to you? It's kind of in one ear out the other. I mean, it's Don Quixote. Like, I'm not really paying attention to what she says. I was pretty taken aback too when they attacked you back at the village. Maybe he got greedy when he saw Faust and Otis repairing the ship. He got greedy. Fabius believed that welcoming capable people as bloodkin would expedite Seaborn's evolution. Ooh, cool. So you're like some cult leader, but you don't necessarily want to antagonize us. You still haven't told us what you're after, though. I'm going to the city that lies beyond the dimensional door. So you're trying to flee to a different world where the Inquisition won't be able to chase you. This isn't running away. I just want to help the people of the city, that's all. Yeah, we're not. We're gonna kill her. We are killing her. So I'm bringing the Seaborns with me to the city. Don't tell me. You're going to invade the city alongside those monsters, then. What's up, my homies? How are y'all? I'm doing just lovely today, Kaz. How are you? Then the foghorn suddenly blared, and the ship shook as it began to move. Kill her with hammers and blood and flowers. Hydrate and posture check. Thank you. I'll take a sip of water real quick. I am not slouching also. For what it's worth. Vessel Masas has begun to move. Is this an automated sailing program? I'm getting hella cooked by math. I got a test tomorrow and all the stuff I gotta learn is like multiple levels above me. You best get to studying, boy. You'll do just fine on the test, I'm sure. You're just gonna have to frickin' put the mill to the grindstone today, for sure. For the rest of the evening, at least. Did you seriously just tell us to not worry? Faust, please calm yourself, Dante. It has not yet been determined if that is indeed the dimensional door, connecting directly back to the city. Right now I'm doing a small break, but later I'll study again. Very well. Good to have you here. No, it has to be. The warm, shining light and the voice from within is getting clearer and clearer. Why don't we just let them into the city? The battles thus far have done well enough to demonstrate the level of danger Seaborns pose. However, I doubt they'll get very far even if they were to enter the city, don't you agree? In Hongyuan, we've all seen what happens when sentient non-human entities enter the city. The head will take action the moment they realize their presence. Of course, we must prepare ourselves for repercussions, in case they decide to hold Limbus Company responsible once the dust settles. Yet it is also likely that we will fully escape any culpability, as we saw in the memories of the Kong Massacre. No context spoilers. Your thoughts, Faust? Urban Nightmare. However, considering their specific attributes, it will not take long for them to rise to become a star of the city-level threat. There is a reasonable possibility they may be issued the Imperitas Civitatis classification. Is that not an acceptable risk? If not the head, they should be manageable by a wing. This isn't that terrible of a calamity. But Calcit shook her head resolutely. No. Your technology seems to be based on something else, which is neither Originam Arts nor any of its derived technology. And that is precisely what could make your world vulnerable against Seaborns. Is it because they learn fast? Yes. Those on the front lines of the war against Seaborns stubbornly stick to using traditional, low-tech weapons. Deploying high-technology weapons against them is only going to make you an enticing meal. What Ishmael ID should I get? Thinking of Captain. Kuro Captain? Yeah, that's a solid one. Or Captain Ishmael, like Captain Pekod Ishmael? Either that or Kuro Kumo, I think, are the ideal Ishmael identities. Welcome, Flinko. Flinko's been here, Kaz. They have been here. Get Zwei Ishmael. Then can't we just let whichever unfortunate wing that ends up fighting these? Do take into account that it may take a significant amount of time to earn their trust. Even if they were to be convinced, there would be other parties with alternative perspectives on the matter, complicating issues. The situation will rapidly grow out of control if backstreet syndicates or fixers get involved, unless the head designates a taboo to prevent it. Even then, considering what she's been saying. Yes, we must consider the possibility they may be capable of absorbing the head's technology as well, before they are expelled from the city. Kurokumo is currently season-locked. It's over. How do you plan on helping the new people of the city, mayors? By giving them a chance to become Seaborns. What do you want about? Become Seaborns? She ain't all there either, eh? What kind of help is that? Mayors, you know that's no different than what the Church of the Deep is doing here. No, it is different. Because someone showered city with a light. A light? Beam of light from the White Knights and Dark Days incident. How do you... It be? Becoming a Seaborn is to become a part of a great will called We Many. She's a good general so that you can slot into any hobo compass tank. By doing so, one can be reborn as an altruistic life form, but at the cost of ego, the sense of self. And that's always been my issue with it. Everyone has beliefs of their own, dreams of their own. It feels too empty to lose all of that when they inevitably lose their sense of selves as they become Seaborns. Bro, you're not even a Seaborn yourself, and you're trying to frickin' convert other people. Cringe! Look, I want each Seaborn to have their own wishes. But the light shining through the dimensional door to our world is too faint to push them toward that evolution. I don't know what to get. Yeah, it's rough. I simply don't use Ishmael, ever. I don't know, I don't like her, like, in combat most of the time. Then why is it that you advocate toward those of the city to join the Seaborns, when one could simply learn more of the light before returning here? At first I thought all I needed was a clue to a better evolution, but Don Quixote's tales of adventures changed my mind. Mine... adventures? But they come back, right? Yes. The season-locked IDs? Yeah, they come back eventually. Thank you for the hydrate, Kez. I'll finish my water off. I got some delicious OJ, too. Thank you. That's like half a year after the season ends. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's gonna be forever. I'll basically be an old grandpa by that time. Just freaking dusty dinosaur bones. Ah! My bad. A place where life has become a commodity and gold one of its few religions. The city has abandoned its yesterdays to survive today, and by doing so has given up on its tomorrows. Just as I needed the light, the city needs Seaborns. It needs their tenacious hold to life and their absolute, unconditional selflessness. But at the end of the day, it still means that everyone has to turn into monsters. I'm just kidding, Captain. Not a bad choice. I don't know what she synergizes. She has some, like, deep synergy, I think. I don't know what she synergizes with, though. I guess the other Pekod IDs have had to guess. Something that isn't like me. Something that feels alien to me. Something I don't know or understand. So that fear is natural, because Seaborns are not human. But you just have to cross that threshold once. Miss Mayers, do you believe the nature of humanity to be evil? Humans are selfish, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Good things can come from selfishness, that's for sure. But the side effects have become simply unsustainable. Doctor, you've been to countless battlefields where Rhodos Island has fought tooth and nail the rights of the infected. But what came of it? Peace? No, it's the same. But still, we're still getting better. Little by little. I'm not trying to deride those small incremental steps and call them meaningless. Change takes time, and should it continue, I believe your efforts can be a beacon of light that will lead humanity toward a brighter future. But what about everyone who sacrificed while you're taking your time? Taking those incremental steps. Every single day of that incremental change is marred by unjust deaths. Some are enslaved for no other reason than their differences. People live on that despair that seems to have no end. I agree with what the light told me. People are diseased. They're so sick that even in the far-flung future, even on the day the world ends, they will continue to fail to look forward, obsessed with scrutinizing each other in search of those differences. When the villain is kind of spitting facts, I'm not saying I agree with Mayers. I'm saying, like, this speech sounds like one of those, you know, villain speeches that people would idolize, like Mayor Armstrong. Even when every Aegir returns to sea, they're still gonna bully and hate anyone with pointed ears, labeling them Aegirs. I'm not saying I agree, but, like, I understand. She's not wrong. People are dying, and people are enslaved en masse, especially in the city. It's a fucking awful place to be. From an outsider's perspective, as awful as being a Seaborn sounds, I can see why someone would look at the city and think, wow, literally anything at all would improve this, like, by a lot. I need to bring my fucking Seaborn cult here. Fuck, she makes such a compelling point. Is she spittin', chat? Is she spittin'? Even when oripathy is truly eradicated, people are still going to suspect and persecute someone as the infected. People are imperfect beings. You're right. There probably isn't anyone out there who can really sacrifice themselves for the sake of others with nothing but perfect selflessness. But not when it comes to Seaborns. It's a bit, I mean, it's a bit, you know, like Marxist, maybe? I'm not saying I'm a Marxist or a communist. I don't think that, you know, creating a like a communal hive mind is the answer to people's plagues. But she brings up a fine point that, you know, the plague is an issue. There are plagues, in fact. We should improve society somewhat. Ah, but you participate in society. I am very smart. They don't suffer from all this absurdity, nor are they coerced to sacrifice. I'd want to see what happens. I'd only want, like, one Seaborn to just to watch and see. Chuck them in a warp train or the shelter from 23rd March to see how it goes. They have the power to progress toward a better future built from mutual understanding. Because they're the kind of life form that seeks common ground instead of scrutinizing for differences. The bells. A strange shaped form shimmers and materializes before Mayers. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but it was round and it looked like a tool. It is possible she's already met the conditions to effloresce. A possible explanation would be the absence of the particular pull required to draw it out of her, or the insufficiency of it. This isn't anything like the arts. What is happening in front of Miss Mayers? Is our proximity to the dimensional door increasing the potency of influences coming over from the city? Precisely. The connection of Faust returning to normal levels seemed to indicate that. Wait, can people in other worlds, I mean, Mayers, also manifest ego? Internal conflict and anguish is a commonality among every intelligent entity, regardless of whether they are from the city or not. Therefore, yes, Faust is quite positive on this possibility as well. Hajiman. What? What does that mean? The potential to effloresce an ego implies the potential to distort as well. You've been dreaming for a long time, Mayers. Drawing your own... I could kind of tell this is where it was going. Like, halfway through her fucking, like, big-ass villain monologue, I'm like, she's distorting right now. Thank you for the hydrate, Kez. I'm gonna take a sip of my OJ. Drawing your own picture of an idealized world. And you have chosen the ocean as the means to building a path towards that vision. Yet, Hajiman, why have you failed to take the leap of faith yourself? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're kind of a hypocrite. Like, that's a problem with the monologue. Like, she raises some good points, but she's too hypocritical to take seriously. Like, okay, bitch, like, become a Seaborn yourself then. Like, hello? I had to make preparations. Seaborns are beautiful. There's no doubt about it. It's just that a key piece was missing to really. Sorry, like, I'm fucking fat fingering my mouse buttons right now. That's what's happening. I'm fat fingering some buttons on my mouse that's like spamming notifications from my like mouse software. You're not being honest with yourself. I know it very well that you were afraid of becoming one of them. That's what I was saying. Didn't I say that like at the start of her monologue? We weren't even a quarter of the way through her villain monologue, and I'm like, okay, well, she's a hypocrite though, so who cares? The fear that your own creed might crumble, that you might lose your own sense of self, your ego. The fear that you might end up becoming nothing more than just another thing swept up by the ineffably overwhelming will. Isn't it terrifying that this hope can just disappear in a blink? Who is she talking to? Is this something Limbus Company has experience with? If so, I'd appreciate an explanation. Ellipses. She's hearing that voice. When that singular faith, that one had absolute confidence in, breaks in one fell swoop, and their ironclad will is shattered, people of the city have the potential to distort into a monstrous form at any time. It is said that these phenomena are often accompanied by the distorting individual hearing a disembodied voice. Indeed, those who distort would oft behave as though they were engaged in a conversation. Of course, the same could be said for those who awaken ego. At first, I thought it was Kathy, but it wasn't her. The voice was beautiful, comforting, and even cozy. The kind of voice that puts all deep contemplation to sleep. So calm and so warm. No. There's more to the sunshine than its warmth. The sunshine? Oh yeah, you'd know, Marisol. We've got to read L'Étranger, but we're running out of time. It took my whole stream to finish this, and we're not even done. No. I promise you today, chat, the VOD dump channel, there's going to be a lot of progress made on that when my class is over. I'm going to come home, maybe even catch up completely on the VOD channel, read some of my book, and then I have to study for like the rest of the night. But, you know, after that, we can get more work done on the important stuff. You don't share your interest with the other devotees. Survival isn't what you care about. What you really care about is giving everyone a chance to experience what it feels like to live in a world of warmth, ephemeral it may be. I hope my favorite VOD appears on the VOD channel, Clueless. We haven't done a drinking stream in a while, and we will continue to not do them because I drank a lot yesterday, so like I gotta stay away from the stuff for at least a little while. You know, it's gotta go on a cooldown for my own self-preservation, like my own longevity, so to speak. Right, we have to be about more than just prolonging our existences. What really matters isn't survival. It's what we leave behind for posterity, our legacy. As long as there's a guarantee that the light can indeed protect the sense of self, it'll be more than enough to convince people to become Seaborns. Please, you don't have to concern yourself with whatever other people might think, Mayors. But everyone has their own wishes. I can't just bulldoze over theirs to force mine upon them. But that's not what you really believe, is it? You know that better than anyone. While you hesitate, countless people who are bound to the inescapable bridle will continue to suffer. That might be true, but it's okay. You don't have to hide the shape of your heart, its colors. The only thing you have to concern yourself with is how you can lead the people of the city, and then Terra. I'm reading a lot of Warhammer 40k. I just like, fucking my favorite, like, neuron activation when I saw the word Terra. Okay, we can't just sit here and let this happen. Operator's 2 positions. Operator's unable to approach. She's surrounded by a strange field, Doctor. Whenever someone would distort due to reasons other than the monolith, a strange pressure would prevent our approach, so to stop us from interfering. Looks like that applies here too. all the way over in another world. Love is our collective destination, after all. Love fucking wins, man. You're evil and I'm full of love, so I'm gonna fucking kill you because you're fucking evil. Fucking love fucking wins. So please, let go of this tool that might break your heart. Don't force yourself to walk the path of thorns. Your pilgrimage needn't be that of suffering. I'm going to kill you because you're hateful and I'm full of love. You don't believe in any recourse, do you? Other than this, anyway. Don't you think we should find a better, faster path, with less suffering, before more people inevitably hurt each other? Their ill intent. You're right. If there's no recourse, it has to happen faster. I can't waste any more time while people suffer. Follow your wishes. Follow your desires. And paint. Let's show them the painting of your world, reflected in your eye. Before the compassion they believe in becomes completely worthless. Oh! Mayor's the yearning flood. Oh, she's yearning! No, no. I understand the shape of your heart, and what makes you want to enter the city. But we still know so little about the Seaborns, about Terra, about Iberia. Whatever may have lit the fire under your feet, I can't bring you with us to the city as you are now. Even before the sinners had the chance to translate my words, Mayor slowly turned in my direction, as though she clearly understood my words. But I must not. It's like a monster now. Our adventures were full of exhilarating tales, and I saw kindness in the every word, in the every word and action of you and your friends. But that's not enough. You don't think they'll change? No, they will. In the far, far future. I'm trying to make my voice like warbly, but it's hard to force that sort of cadence. An incandescent brilliance burst forth from Mayor's. Past that light, I saw the ocean. The calm sound of gently lapping, crashing waves. The immense golden brilliance. A portal? Where did it come from? Dungeon of the Fathoms. It's a dungeon! No, it's a dungeon. I don't have time for that. We're not gonna finish today. This periphery is where LCB department's speciality begins. While what lies beyond this periphery does not necessarily warrant Rhode Island's presence. Can you guys help? I don't know what kind of fathoms I'm walking into, but I have a feeling that we're gonna need your assistance. I will mention that Demonic Mahjong has a title screen song that low-key slaps. Dude, I'm very, very much looking forward to playing Demonic Mahjong. It's actually one of my most highly anticipated games right now, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna wait and see if it goes on sale before Halloween, and if it doesn't, I'll just buy it full price, like fuck it. I'll go too. You're still in Iberia. I can't let Iberian business be handled solely by outsiders, let alone an incident connected to the Church of the Deep. Don't worry, it's not like this is the first time we're letting someone not in our group into a dungeon of the Fathoms. We'll be fine. More sea terrors. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that sea terrors were swarming the lighthouse. Are coming this way as well. I'll call Scotty here. My voice is sleepy and tired. Sorry. It's been a lot of reading, a lot of intense reading today. Following Mayors, who had already disappeared into the portal, we take our steps into the utopian world beyond. Reading the non-voiced intervalos is like the most taxing thing for me, I'm not gonna lie. It's harder than like reading even L'Étranger or even like Umineko, like, you know, a visual novel without any voice acting at all. Okay, I'm gonna take a look inside. I take a peek, smile.
어머, 부탁드려요.
We're gonna take a look inside and see if I can get it done in the next 20 something minutes or so. News of the war is getting grimmer by the day. Sea terrors are coming, swarming. This is the day when the ocean-born calamity broke and sunk down Aegir's seemingly infinite starward growth. Aren't you going to the surface, Mayors? More and more people have been getting too anxious to stay in Aegir. I'm not. If Aegir falls, it only means that the surface is soon to follow. Why? Think you'll head to the surface too? The seaborn infestation is calamitous, and she fell for it. She fell for the tricks. I'm thinking about it. While there weren't that many, people around me began to leave for the surface. You probably can't finish the dungeon. The last fight itself is 10 minutes. Okay. We will call it for today then. I'll do the Wordle or something after this. I considered some of them to be close acquaintances. They all tried to convince me to leave with them. But fleeing my home in favor of the land didn't feel right. The foretold calamity descended. It did a heavy blow to the Aegir, but the service... to the Aegir, but the surface suffered much worse. I had to help them. How could I not after hearing that such a terrible thing has happened? I think I'll head to the surface. Seriously, the surface? Think hard about it before you go. If you leave now, coming back might no longer be an option. Every day must be a struggle for them. At least I don't have to fear for the immediate tomorrow. So it's my responsibility to provide help, as someone who's better off than them. Even by a little. I know, but if I don't go there to help, things only get much more dangerous for the land dwellers. Maybe that danger is the very thing that'll hurt you. I still think I have to help them. I procured myself an Aegirian research vessel at a cheap price to bring me to the land. Unable to even submerge itself while moving. This wasn't exactly the best ship out there, and I normally wouldn't have even given it a second look. But I thought it would at least help me navigate the coastal sea. I didn't expect this. The very first thing I witnessed on the surface was the bottomless hostility against the Aegir. They denied my and Aegir's offer for help for the sole reason that I came from the sea. They denied my compassion, my research. Get lost! We don't need your stupid research. You're from the same place as that calamity, aren't you? You really think you're so stupid that we trust you? They confiscated my catalysts and tore my research apart. My wish to stand with them against the calamity was devoured by the hatred born of the same calamity. Any kindness, any compassion I gave them was repaid twofold in hatred and suspicion. Did the terrible conditions of this land transform them into monsters, or was this always their nature? It wasn't long before the research vessel I brought from Aegir was confiscated out of suspicion. A few weeks later, when I finally came across that vessel by the beach, there was an uncanny name inscribed on its side, Rebellion de las Masas. But none of that was enough to stop me from continuing my research for the sake of the land dwellers. I went through so many trials and errors to somehow impede the Sea Terror's rapid evolution, to revive the Iberian soil contaminated by the Nether Sea brand. But my work bore barely any fruit. And I let the days float by as I watched the Inquisition arrest the Aegir one by one. When my Sea Terror samples and research notes came into view, they all looked completely different from one another, some of them with fundamentally different physiologies. Even still, nothing stopped them from being us instead of I. And for the first time, I became doubtful of my efforts to interrupt their evolution. Tales were not entirely fabrications. Mayors is a bishop of the Church of the Deep, so that automatically makes her a sinner in the eyes of the Inquisition, regardless of her reasons. The more I studied them, the more I found them to be such compassionate, altruistic creatures. All they cared about was their survival without even a hint of selfishness. They're not some evil monsters from the sea. Mayors, I can see that Seaborns may not be evil, but it doesn't matter what they are, whether they are kindly life forms or whether they are simply from a different form of civilization. It doesn't matter, because Iberia and her Inquisition does not define Seaborns as evil. Seaborns are our enemy, threats to human existence. I have but one thing to say as an Inquisitor. You, all of you, are my enemy. But it would be a good thing for the Inquisition if I were to leave the city, wouldn't it? Why would you say that it's a good thing for us to toss our problem into another world? That'd be like abandoning our pride. Unless the people of the city, give you permission. As an Inquisitor, I can't let you do that. Yeah, and don't get your hopes up about that either. You can wrap it up in a box that says compassion for all you want, but, Mayors, your course isn't exactly the direction I'd like to sail in. As the rest of the sinners prepare for battle, in silent agreement with Ishmael's stand, Mayors mutters with genuine disappointment. I didn't want to have to do this. Waves. I had no better word to describe the horde of sea terrors crashing into us. But this is the only way it could have ended. Your words are composed entirely of your own color and no one else's. Manager Dante, right? Do speak. We will hold a line and defend this place against the sea terrors rushing in from the rear. So, in the meantime, can you take down Mayors and deal with the remaining sea terrors? Absolutely. The manager has responded affirmatively. All operators will be drawing the sea terrors to us. You don't need to take them all down, we just need to act as a wall between the wave and the people of Limbus Company. It's time to place some balloons tower defense. Irene, I would like to ask for your help as well. As for Mia, please assist Limbus Company, just in case. Okay, then let the mission begin. That's a wrap, folks. The last fight was about 10 minutes. The freaking introduction was 10 minutes, man. That's a very pretty map, though.
식사? 이곳 안에서는 식사가 금지되어 있어.
Here we are again, Sean.
배가 고프다면
I have time enough for the Wordle, at least. So let me
걷어보게.
quickly swap over to just
거기
chatting.
식당이 있을 것이요.
The Wordle, and if we do that quickly enough, the connections, perhaps. I would have loved to read a chapter of Letron J, but it's not in the cards today. It's just not in the cards today. There we go. There's some specific music I wanted to listen to in the meantime as well. Let's see. I have received a mystery Steam friend request. Should I accept it? Check the account out. Most of the time, it's just like a phishing scam. Alright. It's Wordle time, chat. Wordle. Words, you know, that is actually a word. Land? Noah. They have 1,000 hours in Counter-Strike. Yeah, it's someone that wants to friggin' scam you. If you get a friggin' random uninstigated friend request from someone that plays fucking CSGO or Team Fortress 2, that person wants to fucking scam you and hack your account. Like, just ignore the request. Don't even, like, block them, just ignore it. No. Anchor is 6 letters. Angor is not a word. And also, Phantom. Friggin' Phantom text. Let's see. I need more information. I can't just try and rearrange these letters just yet. I need, let's do like mangy, you know? Rearrange 2 of the letters and get some more information. Oh. Oh. Ah. Oh. I have a feeling the A goes right here, which means the O has to be here, which would be O. On. That's not really. I can't think of a word that's constructed like that. Wow, that's... We're so close, but so far, man. I would love to get this done in 4 guesses. But I think I'm gonna do one more guess just to, you know, cement some things. Like a word that starts with O and has a lot of unguessed letters. Like, Oh, awful! How devious of a guess is this? Because we also get to know if the A is there. Okay. Perfect. Now we know everything we need. It's A blank N-O-Y. Annoy. I guess it could just... yeah, annoy. Wordle in 5. You know what? I've had worse Wordle days. I've had slower Wordle days, too. I think speed is the key when it comes to Wordle. The number of guesses... I'd rather do it fast than get it done, but, you know, that's not just cope because you guys beat me today. What'd you guys do? How'd you guys do? I'm gonna assume you did better than in 5. Okay, Kaz got it in 3 and Endo got it in 6. Okay, I'm second place then. What was my Wordle in 5 gif? I really don't remember. Oh, this. Okay. Let me punch it in the Discord for posterity purposes. Dude, it's so fucking hot in my room. The sun. The blazing midday sun. How you sung? Plant. Mangy. Awful. Day streak. We're gonna get... I often struggle with double letters. Yeah, double letter words are dumb. Double letter words are dumb, I agree. Let's see the connections. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Elite, best, select. Oh my gosh. That's already 3, like... Cream. Cream. Watch. Cream. The category is superior. Yes, dude, the finest, like the cream of the crop. The cream will rise to the top. The cream. Fucking love that video. Bonus points to anyone who gets that reference. That is such a fucking classic. But before my time, but I've seen the video and I'm quite fond of it. Okay. Perfect. Now what? Oyster pearl. Holy shit, this is so peak. What a fucking absolute banger. Excuse me. I'm thinking. I've been thinking. So many games to play, Spores. My lovely Spores. We have so many games to play. It's so sad because we have so little time. So much finite time in every day for me to get these games done and hang out with you guys. Matt, okay. Gloss. Huh. Alternative eggshell. Flower. I'm thinking like maybe things that are fragile. Gloss Arena. Alternative. Classic. River. Okay, the first straw I got instantly, and somehow it just got 20 times harder. I'm open to backseating recommendations. Whatever you guys think. Like, I'm gonna be stumped, because I'm gonna be stumped here for a while otherwise. Alternative? Oh. What about, music genres? Classical, alternative, there's nothing else. Matte. Okay. What are the different meanings of matte? An opaque border or pattern placed between a source of light. A map specifying how two electronic images. A kind of paint that dries to a dull finish. That's the matte I typically think of when I hear the word. The paint. The paint. But also, it could be like matte and gloss. Dude, there's nothing. There's nothing here. I would quite like to play Plants vs. Zombies on stream one day as well. That might be a fun time. Eggshell pearl nail flower. Things that are fragile, like things that break. What's the reasoning? Because I'm inclined to agree. I just like didn't really want to. I just wasn't certain enough to really consider it for more time. For me, I'm like, okay, this could be things that are fragile. Things that break easily. They come out of living beings, maybe. Oh, that's also true. It's also, we're both wrong. Dude. I hate connection. Why are you like this to me, man? Why are you like this to me? Classic. Arena. Why do you do that? Dude, because I can't lose. I can't be bested by a freaking connections game. It will not beat me. It will not beat me. I will win. I will get my win rate up. It's like a spite thing at this point. Even though this shit doesn't make any sense half the time. I was thinking like pearl gloss nail like makeup apparel. But what would the last one be? Like maybe flower? No, that's not even one off. That's not a category either. We're gonna lose today. We're gonna lose really fucking hard, like obviously. I have fucking nothing after the first row. Garage. I'm just gonna kind of garage, arena, mat. What about this? No. Yeah, I got nothing, man. I got fucking nothing today. Flower. So flower can be a noun, as in a flower, but also a verb, as in to flower. Like to bloom, so to speak, figuratively and literally. Flower, oyster, eggshell, things that like open. Yeah, I got nothing. I got friggin' nothing. Pearl, okay, pearl, gloss, and nail really make me think like fancy apparel. Some could say to effloresce. Indeed. Matt. Yeah, I got nothing. Whatever. Okay, man. Rock music subgenre. Bro, garage! No! Classic rock, alternative rock. I was right! Garage rock, man. Paint finishes. Kinds of beds. Flower bed, nail bed, oyster bed. Whatever, man. And, I was right. It was music subgenre. I was music... Arena rock, I've never heard of that in my life, though. Garage rock, like, obviously. That becomes obvious. The arena is what threw me off, like, basically everything. I mean, I don't know. This is dumb. This is dumb. Lost connections. Whatever. I'll go fuck myself. Well... I got what I wanted out of the way. It's 12:30. It's actually a perfect time to call it quits, I'd say. I'd even say call it quits for the day. What happened to my music? Sorry, I'm looking for my lost connections gif. It's a GIF that I use often and I haven't favorited yet. Is he stupid? There we go. It's never been more over. Dun, 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 dun. Excuse me, holy moly. It was a good day though. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. So many people live right now, holy moly. So many choices. I'm struck with decision paralysis once again, but in a couple moments I will decide where I will drop you all off at. And we'll say hi, give him some company, grow the mold, the spore raid, and then I will go get ready for class. Certainly. Certainly. You know what? This guy's playing... Tell me he has raids on. I tried raiding someone who had that shit turned off like twice in a row last time. There we go. Oh, what a fucking zanger, this track, man. Why don't I listen to PvZ music more often? I know we have that, like, jazz album that I listen... Like, that jazz, the jazz... What's it called? What's it called when someone does a... Why am I blanking on this word? Cover. The jazz cover of the whole score. But the actual score itself is amazing, too. It's easy to forget when I'm listening to a cover of the soundtrack exclusively for a long time, I guess. Hope you guys had a good Wednesday. Hope you guys had fun hanging out with me. I appreciate your company. I appreciate the lurkers. I appreciate the chatters, of course. I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream tomorrow morning, honestly. I don't think there's anything stopping me from doing so. I really don't think that I should skip English again, as much as I'd like to. And, yeah, I gotta go. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. Make sure to drop your homunculi and whatnot, and I'll see you guys around, yeah? Ciao!